I've been here 39 years. It will be 40 years in July of next year. Our first office was in the basement of the Carnegie Library. We were just in the basement. There was just 3 employees at that time. It was kind of funny because at the time, the executive director found out that I could run a 10-key calculator. And so he wanted to know if it would be okay if I would run a bunch of numbers and stuff for him, and I did. And so he asked me if I would be interested in doing some accounting, and I did, and I've just kind of grown with the company since then. And when we first started, we just had a single family, and we were doing some financing for multifamily housing. Now, I mean, just all the citizens of South Dakota that now have the lower income loans because of our programs, are all, of course, geared towards helping, have decent, safe, and sanitary housing for the citizens of South Dakota.
The basis for the housing project was there was a community study particularly focused on this area of Sioux Falls and what some of the major needs were, and affordable housing was one of those issues that rose to the top, the lack of or not having enough, I guess. And if we can address that need at the same time that we needed to do some remodeling, wouldn't that be a win-win? And so then you take that to the next phase and say, yes, we were able to secure some funding through some tax credits. Great partner in City Housing and Lloyd Development, South Dakota Housing being the decision-making body of our proposal. Not only are we able to provide the affordable housing for those that need it, but then leaving on the corner of 11th and Minnesota a very historical facility, the YMCA, and it's a perfect opportunity to take an old building, an old structure, and not just bulldoze it, but repurpose it.
Well, working with South Dakota Housing is easy. So we have done a total of 7 houses, 7 different kinds of scenarios with the South Dakota Housing Development Authority. It's been a really great scenario. They're group homes in the definition. They take you into one, they're just homes. They're just homes.
At this house, be 3 years next July. I like it. I enjoy living here. Well, I just went to a Viking game in Minnesota last weekend. Plus, I went to a rodeo during the fair. Plus, tomorrow I'm either going to a football game or a movie, depends on the weather.
My son is 19. He moved into the Indiana house on September 6th when it opened. Joey has autism. He can speak if he chooses to, but frequently he chooses not to and uses earbuds and still does his thing. Since he's been at our house, he's gone to an event that we have for all the folks at Dakota Abilities, where some volunteers have a wildlife refuge, and he's had a chance to ride in a wagon, a hay wagon, pulled by an old tractor. Another event at one of the local churches, Celebrate Church, had a ball. It was like a sock hop from the old days. And Joey went to that, and for the first time to my knowledge, danced with some folks and had a wonderful time.
Well, the Black Hills Area Habitat for Humanity for the last almost 25 years has been building homes here in the Black Hills, serving families that earn between 30 to 60% of the area median income. Really looking at providing an entry-level home opportunity for them that not only is affordable, but is also very energy efficient. One of the things that makes Habitat for Humanity very unique is the way in which we work with volunteers. So every year we mobilize thousands of volunteers into building homes and serving families on the family support side and training to get them ready for home ownership. We're very thankful to the community and to South Dakota Housing especially for partnering with us to serve over 80 families now in the Black Hills. And again, that's to those families that would have no other housing options because they can't afford it. But we see things improving house by house, block by block. And with the partnership with South Dakota Housing and all of our volunteers, we're able to continue doing that at a very affordable level.
I've been involved, or I was involved in rodeo since I was about 14 years old. I started professional rodeoing when I was 18 years old and college rodeoing. I was at the Cheyenne Frontier Days in July 2008. Everything was going plumb fine, and then just got bucked off and landed just right or wrong, I guess. So. My mom called them and talked to them. They said they would really work on it and get it done and get it set up so that it would be moved here and everything, so I could come home and just move straight into the house. When I came home, it was all set up. Everything was in here ready to go, and it worked out perfect. Living here, it just seems a lot more open, a lot more independent. It's kind of tough to find different places to live in that are set up and equipped for a person in my situation, but this has really helped out quite a bit.